Gilmore. Turner. Gilmore again. Run made by Ferguson. Just didn't get enough to hold the shot to seriously probably both.
Yeah, for once so young, Ferguson really just make intelligent runs. Always helps with somebody like Billy Gilmore on the ball to find those runs. Didn't much to go at against West Ham last week, but a real prospect for that.
18, he was the youngest nominee for the EPFA Young Player of the Year award that the year went to Bukayo Saka. Here's John. Brighton have only once lost successive Premier League matches since Roberto De Zerbi took over. That's fairly early in his reign, and they lost back-to-back matches against Tottenham and Brentford. And they've been able to pull off a performance and results off the back of the defeat.
Dealing with these situations, it's always a challenge for the opposition. The way that Brighton find the spare man, the right angle, the triangles. Every coach in the Premier League is fascinated by De Zerbi's methods. Everybody trying to work out how to counter them.
It's Gross under pressure from Anthony Gordon, who shows his work ethic when Newcastle aren't in possession. Now Almiron. This is Kieran Trippier looking for Joe Linton, but Gilmore steps in. Cher. Tonali. Moves it on at the second attempt to Almiron. Almiron taking on time, getting the deflection as well, which could have thrown the goalkeeper, but he reacted really well.
Yeah, it's a big lad, that Logan, but he got down pretty sharpish here. One of those that could have easily slipped by. I think a lot of the keeper has been given great responsibility for so young.
He's 21 years of age, went from the reserves to Player of the Year at Anderlecht last season. And he was pulled back, but it was a good diverting touch by Solly March, allowing Brighton to bring it free. It's over. He's got Pedro on the far side from him. He wants to go alone.
It was a choice to cut it and have a shot or a slip one square.
We've seen him score a great individual goal this season in the victory over Wolves. It's opening the campaign with 2 victories by the same scoreline of 4-1. Before the shock of that West Ham defeat last weekend here. Here's Jean Pedro. This time he looks to cut away through. Goes over in the box. Even though he looked like he was touring the referee, wasn't interested. He's stooping and slid it, but Gibbons emerges with it. Away from him by Gross, but Gordon wins it back. Now Isak. Isak going right the way through. By the time he cut it back, Gordon had gone too far off.
We've got a couple of midfielders really stood and watched instead of supporting that attack for Newcastle. The one about an easy chance. They made the effort.
Jean Pedro. Now Mitoma. Now Nick. March to Bolton. Here's Gilmore. Jean Pedro to see any space for the shot, but shot there in the way.
Well, he's such a talent and such a danger in these kind of situations. Sits Amex down on his backside. He's rightfully going to expect somebody to come coming late onto that. Nothing wrong with the cutback.
Well, Duncan and Van Heck are both waiting on this Pascal Gross corner. Gross's kick. Back into an area for Matoma to try and get it. March. He's kicked it in. Here's Veltman. See the evidence in the early stages of the Liverpool defeat that we weren't comfortable on 1 or 2 corner kicks. Here's Isak. Joe Linton. Gimarais. Sasha. Trivia.
Well, 9/10 of Brighton's play is as it should be, as it normally is. There's so many efforts on target. Yeah. Areola last week, goalie that have got something.
There's the ball when it came through. Gross seemed to have come too late, but still made a decent fist of it. March. Matoma. March to feed off. Matoma. Gilmore. Gross. March Veltman just held back. Here he is. That target in there. That target was Solly March.
It's not an easy challenge for target. Little action of late up against a forward player in Solly March, but he's a resilient, dogged defender. Needs to be out there.
She'll go to the club on loan before the move was made permanent for around about £15 million. There's March. Challenge at times from Anthony Ball. Despite a show of contrition, he still gets a yellow card.
Yeah, I mean, leading with studs like that, even though it's slow, is never a good idea. You didn't need to do that.
And start with the goal against Liverpool. There was some raised eyebrows at his substitution before the comeback win of Liverpool.
Well, Harvey Barnes coming into the club should push him on to bigger and better things. If he's got anything about him, that kind of competition.
Here's Evan Ferguson, aimed for March and finds him. Now Veltman. Stupinian. Gilmore. Switch. Offside.
Some good passing from Billy Gilmore, though, in the middle of the park. He's got great vision, and whether it's long or short, he can find his man.
There's a feeling that he's been losing his race, and that Billy Gilmore, who sponsored out at Rangers, came through with great promise at Chelsea, didn't really work out for him in the loan spell of Norwich. Here's Gordon. Here Rice. Shea. Here's Trippier. Langson's made his move, but the aim is to find him. Some confusion there between the defensive pair.
Yeah, drifted into a good position and found really well by Shea. Not much wrong with the chest control, but it was closed down quickly.
Here's Pedro. Who lose spell of Blackburn because his breakthrough in the first team here. Dunk. Too much at the table. And that means the best coach for Poker is in trouble here. And Stupinian. Matoma! And it's Gilmore who hits it straight to the goalkeeper. Ferguson, so short on the rebound, but the Newcastle goalkeeper put himself under pressure with poor distribution, and from that moment on, he was always up against it.
Yeah, just decision making, that's what it was all about. He did have a chance to just slip it out to Kieran Trippier, but he goes the other way. And as you say, we're back to that. I really are hoping for the best, Newcastle. What about this? For a strike from Billy Gilmore. It is an absolute rocket that moves in the air. Pope just cannot collect it. Such is the power, movement, the force, the sheer force of this shot. And that's what you want your centre forward to be. Anticipating the mistake, ready to snaffle it up. Evan Ferguson making sure it comes back, stays outside, and it's a tap-in. You have to say, first half an hour, might have been the more threatening side that deserved that.
Well, another great moment for the young Irishman, Evan Ferguson. His second goal here already this season. And Newcastle needing a response. Gordon. Oh, it's just wide. Joe Linton and Gordon between them, trying to lead that response for the travelling Newcastle fans.
two moments in this first half, but nowhere near as many as they'd like. In the main, it's been a case of defending against a really vibrant Brighton team today.
Here's Ferguson again. Matoma making the run through the middle. Jack Pedro going to join him. Matoma. Jack Pedro! All it was lacking was the finish.
When they get the tails up, they can absolutely destroy you, take you apart. So for Newcastle, they've just got to try and put a lid on this in the next 5 minutes or so. They'll come at you from all angles. This one deserved a better finish than he got from Joe Pedro. A little snatchy in the end.
There would have been some goal if he had been able to apply the finishing touch. They've got the wind in their sails. Of Newcastle, as if they haven't got enough difficulties already. See Joe Linton take a blow to the side of the face. Comfortable as it might be for Joe Linton, it might actually help Newcastle to just draw breath, because they've been in the eye of the Brighton storm.
Yeah, they would have worked on the training ground leading up to this. Worked hard on trying to counter Brighton's, not just attacking play, but their play in general from the back. It's not easy.
Comfortable start for Nick Pope in the week when he was excluded from the England squad. Sam Johnston getting the call instead. Gilmore. Teasing Isaac towards him. We're launching it towards March. It's been given in favour of Dan Burn. Burn didn't quite make his 4th anniversary as a Brighton player. Still gave very good service in his time at the club. And made them a £9 million profit, which is very much the Brighton way. And that is the amazing thing about Brighton, the way they seem to be able to coast on despite selling off all their most coveted assets. Joe Linton wins it back for Newcastle, but unfairly, says Stuart Atmar. Another quick free kick taken. Lewis Dunk sets João Pedro away. Matoma quite get the angle for the shot. Gilmore, who was unlucky not to score himself. And the move that led to Ferguson's goal.
It was only a little lap. Boy, did he hit that one hard.
I heard you say last weekend, but it is astonishing, isn't it? He's made the senior appearances he has without yet scoring a senior goal for any of his clubs.
Yeah. Getting into this midfield, you're doing pretty well, I have to say. You each deserve his standards.
From Dunk, Sonny March putting the header, but Burn was always going to win that one. Led by Gross to Matoma. Stupinian was willing to take it on. Almiron. There's Bruno Guimaraes. Sack with the slip. Tonali giving Brighton a taste of their own medicine with a quick restart. Anthony Gordon's made the run. Tonali pulls it across. Flashes in front of Gordon. And Veltman, who's there with him. Picked in by Target. Here's Guimaraes. Share. the tackle by Stupinian. Brighton again closing Newcastle out.
So often João Pedro's been the outlet, the spare man. Received it on a turn.
Dunk. Ferguson. Ferguson was looking for a free kick and gets it. Share in his back.
Spoke about Anthony Gordon at the start being the danger man, but he just hasn't so far been able to get into the game in a way that a lot of the Brighton forwards have. Even Isaac, but Newcastle, he's seen a lot more of the ball.
Blow. Nice. Here's Dunn. Share. Matoma. Here's Ferguson. March with the switch of direction. The ball as well, great control too from Matoma. And he's found a Stupinian. And the ball is letting him down. Rice waiting for Tommy pass for Gordon, but was never going to be able to free him. Tonali. This is Isak. Almiron with the ball across. Joe Linton with the lead. It's defended off by Joel Veltman.
Yeah, Veltman, bit of canny defending there, getting his body in the way. It's a decent idea because in a 1v1 you would fancy Joe Linton to beat the fullback.
Dunk.
Good example of João Pedro being the outlet.
Bruce was looking for him then. Just a little play on the nerves and the anxiety to cope a little. Something to difficulties in the lead up to the goal.
Yeah, the actual shot from Billy Gilmore, I mean, it wasn't one that he could really have carried away. It was just so powerfully struck. So difficult to keep hold of as well.
Was pulling back at the shirt of Bruno Guimaraes, so we still don't know. Has given Newcastle a free kick. Double bill of Premier League action coming up for you tomorrow, beginning not too far from here at Selhurst Park. Crystal Palace against Wolves is live from 1 o'clock, and followed by a match that's always high stakes in the Premier League. Arsenal against Manchester United is live on Super Sunday from 4. Isak. Gordon with a cross, which is beyond Joe Linton and Tonali were both in there. Diaz. So I can show too much of it to Stupid now, but Isak gives it alive and never reaches it. Stupid now gets it away. It's a greater distance this time.
Isak's done pretty well for his own. A bit like Antonio did last week for West Ham, but needs a bit more support.
We'll give away the free kick as by Stupid Yan.
No doubt about that.
This kick. And there would have been some luck for the Giants, but couldn't get it near him.
Yeah. A bit wasteful that, because they are a powerful team in the air, Newcastle, from those situations.
Pedro defeated by Fabian Schär. The target. And, referee did consider that a foul for Kieran Trippier.
Well, after a hiccup last week, they've shown us again what the fuss is about. Newcastle still very much in this game. They look like they've got a goal, one goal at least in them in this match.
Well, they have to do what Liverpool did to them a week ago, although hopefully with their full complement of players on the pitch. Nice.
It's been easy talk for Gunners. Sonali, Joe Linton to get a grip of that midfield. It's been difficult for them.
Estupinian. Gilmore. Van Hecker. Putting the pressure there to try and bring Newcastle some joy. Just looking for them at the moment. He's had those early opportunities, but Brighton hasn't been seriously worked.
No, he's good with the ball with his feet as well, the Dutchman, isn't he? That's why, partly why he's in the team, I'm sure.
It's the key components of a modern-day goalkeeper. He's got that poke down in this first half. João Pedro got the touch, and the referee just let it run for a moment to see if there would be any advantage. There wasn't. He's brought it back for the free kick, and he's going to show yellow card to Fabian Schär as well.
No. 2 quick fire fouls on João Pedro by Fabian Schär. And they just can't get to grips with João Pedro at the moment.
Schär and Anthony Gordon both in the book. Behind for Pascal Gross. You can see March. Anthony Gordon got up ahead of him though. Not a great need for urgency that was earlier in the half of Brighton. So a more measured approach for them now from the corner. They can wait for Gross to go over there to take. Stokes header. And 400 games now for Brighton for Lewis Dunk. Again, poor distribution from Newcastle has put them under pressure. This is Gross, away from Gibbons. Going back there by Joe Linton. Target. Gordon. Drive by Tonali.
Just sense the frustration at times about the Newcastle players when they're trying to string some passes together, but this is better. And the way through.
Here's Gordon. Tonali's ball in. He's dealt with by Lewis Dunk. The big numbers are starting to come down in terms of stoppage time. It's 2 minutes added on in the first half here.
It's been a good watch, free flowing in this first half.
Especially for the Brighton fans, they've enjoyed this. Here's Gordon. A long way round. So much of it to Gross who clears. Burn. Here's Burn.
Yeah, Eddie Howe, I'm sure he'll be anxious to get his players in. A few adjustments. Described Brighton scored quite right. They mean well football the way that they play their football. That's some comments.
Free kicks were happily retaken as the ball was moving. Temperate set up, but they've gone short to Evan Ferguson. Trying to get away from Kieran Trippier, but there goes the half-time whistle, and Newcastle have been rocked really by Brighton in that first half. Evan Ferguson getting the goal from a rebound after Gilmore's shot had come off Nick Pope, the Newcastle goalkeeper, who had an awkward moment there because it was poor distribution from him in giving the ball away to Pervis Estupinian in the first place that had put Newcastle United under pressure. And from that moment on, Brighton had got the upper hand, and with Ferguson's sharp reactions and in what they've done since, they've managed to keep the upper hand. You've heard our reaction to it, but what about the Brighton managers? He's with Pat Davison.
Roberto, ahead of half time, what did you make of your team's performance?
We are playing well, but it's long and very tough game.
And what will you say to your players in there? What can be even better?
To keep the ball.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, Roberto De Zerbi and his side taking that one goal advantage into half time. We'll take a look at the goal itself next. You'll never stop this going. I'll never let you go.
Sky Sports coverage of the Premier League, sponsored by.
What a magnificent win for Ferrari.
Cancellieri give the Tifosi something to shout about at Monza. Watch the Italian Grand Prix live on Sky Sports.
Hello guys, Sergio, where's Meister? Oh, there you are. Isn't it great we get to do this every Tuesday and Wednesday? Every week, every month. Oh, yeah, long!
Get 2-for-1 cinema tickets every Tuesday or Wednesday.
I've come about the leak.
Come on in. It's the bathroom at the top of the stairs. I'll pop the kettle on.
Oh, good. With click and collect from over 550 stores, you can conquer any job with Toolstation. Whether you're looking for a comfy bed to wind down in, or gearing up for a weekend away, returning from a hard day's work, or last minute prepping for that all-important meeting. Whether you've got little ones with big outlets, or an appetite for a big adventure, enjoy the same feeling whatever the trip. Premier Inn, rest easy. Only available to book at premierin.com.
Is it anywhere?
Lovely.
Very British.
Which reminds me, smart meters could help Britain create a future where we're less reliant on imported gas.
Oh, nice.
They help us manage our energy use, which improves the balance of supply and demand so we could use more wind and solar energy from Britain.
Help Britain create a future that's less reliant on imported gas. Search Get a Smart Meter today.
Yeah, listen up, everybody.
So we've all seen Santander's annoyingly great cashback thingy.
It's their legacy.
What's our legacy?
Tiny pens?
Hell no. They've got cash back.
We're gonna fight back.
Nothing has hit us harder than Santander's £10 million in cash back. Well, so what are we going to do? What the farmers do? You know what? We did it! So all we did.
Santander customers get a share of over £10 million in cashback every month.
Great taste of 100 calories or less. Walker's multi-packs. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Link's Epic Fresh Body Wash. Smell and feel irresistibly fresh.
Triple Mackay, triple mature the whiskey for
I think we need a little bit more maturity. Yeah.
White Mackay, triple mature the whiskey for a smoother, richer tea.
Yeah, it's still not enough. Guys, can you mature it again, please? Thank you.
White Mackay triple mature the whiskey for a smoother, richer taste. It's the third maturation that makes all the difference. White Mackay.
It's another fortunately
So Brighton are 1-0 up at home to Newcastle at half-time. The goal came, as it so often does, from Evan Ferguson.
Yeah, I mean, Brighton have been absolutely brilliant, in particular after the first 20 minutes, just blew Newcastle away. But look, it's a poor clearance from Pipe, really, really poor, and Brighton first onto it, second ball sliding in. It's really uncharacteristic like of Newcastle. The Toma there, brilliant. And then this is unbelievable strike from Billy Gilmore. Just hits it so clean, Pope again. And then they're on to the seconds, aren't they? And other defending, Jamie.
Yeah, Estepinian does so well because the crowd were desperate for him to have a shot, but he has a little bit of quality, a bit of class and composure. I just want to mention Tonali here. There's a lot of corners since he's come to the club. That's a poor clearance. Then look at the efforts of trying to block that shot. It wasn't there. We've got to do more. As a midfield player, you've got to go out and try and block it. Brilliant finish by Evan Ferguson, and like you say, Karen, nothing more than what Brighton deserved. They've been magnificent. Newcastle tried to press them. They've played out beautifully. João Pedro's been magnificent in those areas. Apart from Newcastle's start, we haven't really seen it.
Yeah, did the start show us what Newcastle can do in this game?
First 5-10 minutes, I thought, okay, this is Newcastle. This is where it's been about physically imposing, turning them, exact, getting them behind, really causing Brighton some issues. Had chances. Get this one, pressing, front footing, tight. We've got you in an area. We're not going to let you get out. We're first onto it. Fizzing the ball across the box. They had the chances, but then all of a sudden, then Brighton just turned and screw it. They'll be looking really disappointed with how their second half of the first half was. Newcastle were really poor, I felt. We didn't even see Gordon, did we?
I couldn't agree more. But what it does, I think, and that's why I'm so complimentary about Brighton, is it takes real. If you have to be so calm and composed to play the way they do, they don't get phased. No matter how Newcastle tried to boogie them, but it didn't happen. They just kept finding different patterns of play, phases that they needed to make, and
Sports coverage of the Premier League. Sponsored by We Buy Any Car.
There is a goddess in all of us, strong as a lioness. Embrace the power within. Every goddess, a new fragrance.
When the world of business is constantly changing.
Hello, welcome. This is the 6 Yard Box. Welcome. This is game day, live Saturday game day. And apologies. We have problems. We were trying to sort it out, but now we're back live. Scores are Newcastle down by a goal to nil. And, Newcastle down by a goal to nil. Thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, share, all that kind of good stuff. Let's just change where the the camera is so you can see my ugly face. And, Newcastle have been really out in this one today. Make sure you subscribe, like, share. It's a Premier League game day. What game day is this again? Game day 4. And Newcastle leading by not Newcastle leading. Brighton leading by a goal to nil. I don't know who the goal scorer is. Let's just try and get up to speed with the times. I think we played 45 minutes now because it's half time. I'm just gonna get my timer proper. And there's been a lot of results today. Premier League big game days. The 3 o'clock kickoffs. Tottenham beating Burnley by 5-2. Also, let's just check those results, those games. Hold on a minute. Let's check those games. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. And it's a game day as usual in the Premier League. This is the 6 Yard Box. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, share, and make sure you keep it locked on the channel. Let's get all our stuff in, all the housekeeping stuff. Let's just get that done. I don't know who the goal scorer is because I was away from well, we had some issues from the stream, so I'm just gonna I'll keep you up to date with the with what's gone on so far. Like I said, apologies again. I had some problems with the stream, with our setup here, and everything looks okay now. Fingers crossed, and we should get along with the commentaries, with the watch along very very soon. So just doing some housekeeping stuff. Second half is going to kick off in the next 5-10 minutes, maybe about 5 minutes. Uh, Again, we'll kick off very soon. Um, and yeah, the second half should kick off any minute now. So fingers crossed, everything should be fine with the stream. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, share, all that kind of good stuff, and make sure you keep it locked as well. If you're new, just one goal to nil to Burnley, but to Brighton leading by a goal to nil. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Second half kicking off very soon, and we'll be doing that as the kickoff goes on. All the other housekeeping. Let's check some of the results for today. Let's check the results for today in the Premier League. Let's check the result for today in the Premier League. Premier League results today. Currently Brighton leading by a goal to nil. That's the 5:30 kickoff. And Brighton leading by a goal to nil against Newcastle. Then we go on to all the other games that was played yesterday and today. Luton losing 2-1 to West Ham. Yesterday, Luton losing 2-1 to West Ham. West Ham getting their goals from, I think it was, I'm not sure, I think it was, let's see the goal scorers for West Ham. Yesterday was Jared Bowen and Zuma with a emphatic header to seal the victory. Anderson pulling one back for Luton Town. That's their first game at their new stadium. And then we got the 3 o'clock kickoffs today. City beating Fulham by 5-1. It was 1-1. I think City were a goal down at some point. And what's his name? Alan getting a couple of goals in that one to give City the victory. Chelsea losing 1-0 at home. Elanga with a goal against Forest. Chelsea, they should be doing better than what they're doing right now. So I think they're struggling as it is now. So they need to get their act together and start getting wins on the board. Chelsea, I hope they're patient with the manager. He's a good manager. Burnley losing 5-2 to Tottenham. Tottenham going the goal down, equalizing, Son again, and hat-trick in that one. And Tottenham are now comfortable winners in the end. Be playing beautiful football. Brentford 2, Bournemouth 2. Bournemouth with a goal there, with a goal basically to pull Bournemouth, to put Brentford level on the score sheet. The goal was scored in the 93rd minute. Brighton, like I said, are beating Newcastle by a goal to nil. And the goal scorer in that one the goal scorer in that one is, let's just check the goal scorer half time. The goal scorer in that one, the 27th minute, it says, striker, the new prodigy. He was the one that got the goal to give Brighton a lead. I think from what I saw in the game as well, I think it's a well-deserved lead as well. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the second half. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, share, all that kind of good stuff. And we go on for the second half, which kicks off in the next 5 minutes, just about to kick off actually. So yeah, it should be interesting stuff. Let's get some Yeah, just about to kick off now. I think he just kicked off. The second half just kicked off now, and Newcastle are on the ball. It's Brighton trying to play out from the back. Just play the ball wide. They go long over the top. Newcastle, sorry, this is Gordon running onto the ball. I think it's a bit too long for him. And he's gone out for a goal kick to Brighton. I think Brighton, after losing last week, you knew they were going to come into this game trying to get the victory. So, yeah, it is. It should be interesting to see what happens. The free kick there as somebody falls over in the middle. Good play there. Good play there from Newcastle. That's Sandro Tonelli. This is Gordon waiting for the ball. As you can see, man, Brighton are pressing really hard. They're trying to put that press on just to stop Newcastle from playing. Newcastle playing in the green. This is Newcastle again on the ball. Isaac plays it wide. Amaran on the ball. He's going to put it in. Go play. Tonali. He's a little bit too tight in there. I don't think he could find that pass together. Yeah, trying to bring on James Milner. We've played roughly about 40 years here, about 48 minutes now. Yeah. Yeah, Newcastle just giving away the ball there. They've given away the ball and they don't want to do that kind of environment. And international break next week. We should be doing some live games as well. I think the African Cup of Nations qualifiers, definitely England playing. There's a couple of games next week as well. So we should be doing that. Some watch alongs over the weekends for that one. And Brighton just playing out from the back. And this is Estupiñán. It's been very, very good. I think I put him in my team of the week last week. He's been very, very good, to be honest. So the team of the week will be dropping any time from after the final whistle in the last game of this week, which is tomorrow. We're playing. We got an Arsenal and Manchester United tomorrow, so make join me for that one tomorrow.
To work their way through the lines.
And Newcastle trying to play out from the back. Everyone is trying to play out from the back now. When it works, it looks really nice, but when it goes wrong, it is really, really bad. I think that's the way Tottenham considered a goal today against Burnley today. They were trying to play out from the back and they got caught, and that's how they considered that goal. It's all Burnley. They're trying to play out from the back. Brighton, the goal. That's a beautiful pass. Beautiful play. I think that's the problem there. He should have taken a shot, but I think Burnley, they want to score. Evan Ferguson got onto the ball. He was driving in the middle of the park, in the middle, just outside the box, penalty box. I think sometimes just shoot, man. People want to score the perfect. It's good when it works out, but sometimes it doesn't work out. Brighton winning the ball back really high, and this is a chance there for Brighton to make it to Evan Ferguson. He tries to volley it, but he couldn't just get anything on it. And Newcastle trying to play out from the back as well. And it's gone out for a throw in Everton. Brighton pressing really high. And that was, what's his name again? I can't remember his name. He used to be at Watford. He's the number 9 for them now, but yeah, it's offside. He's offside. Yeah, he's offside, which is such a shame, man. It's Newcastle again trying to play out from the back. They're trying to play out from the back and they get away with it. Brighton pressing them really high. That ball needs to go long. Amaron with a beautiful, I think they just about get out from there. And Newcastle now. This is Gordon. He plays it wide. He's been intercepted. And this is Mitoma. Mitoma almost beating his man there, but that was a great tackle. And it's a game of risk and reward when you get it right, but when you it's like a nightmare sometimes when you don't get that, when you try to play out from the back and the press is on. And I think it's a case of just keep doing it, and you get, after a while you get used to it, and that's what teams are doing. You keep doing it, until you actually perfect it. But sometimes, you just need to whack the ball away, man. This is Brighton again playing out from the back. They play across the corner, around the corner, and then it is off. They are off. That's a great pass there. This is Brighton again. They put the ball into the box. Evan Ferguson tries to get onto that one, but that was just, he's giving the ball away a chance. A chance there. Oh, tries to back into it. It's giving away a foul. Brighton, they bring the ball back so high. And Trippier was lucky there that he had to get onto the ball. And that's the way they just about get out there. João Pedro, the number 9 for Brighton, he tries to backheel it to, I don't know who was behind him, but he just couldn't get his feet around it. But you can see what Brighton are trying to do. They're trying to win that ball really high. They're trying to win that ball really high. They're pressing really high. Ooh. Brighton, there's always runners on the ball. Anytime they get the ball, there's always people running off the ball. And it's so difficult to play against them. It's really difficult. Newcastle get Brighton get a free kick. They got a corner. I think another goal now. That will be it, man. I think Newcastle have really struggled with the intensity of Brighton. So the match with the corner kick, he stands over the ball. He's an in swinger. He comes into the box. A free header at the end of the post, but Ferguson couldn't get anything onto it. And that one has gone out for a goal kick to Newcastle. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, share. Wilson coming on. Newcastle making changes. Wilson coming on for Wilson and Longstaff. They're gonna make 2 changes. This is Tonali on the ball, Sandro Tonali for Newcastle. Newcastle trying to play off from the back. And they get the ball out. Beautiful play. This is Tonali. Pushes Mitoma away. As you can see, Brighton are pressing really high now. That's Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, he's giving the ball away there. Joel Linton is giving the ball away, and Ferguson he was going onto the ball, to get his shot off, but he was tackled. I think he must have kicked somebody. He kicked Talbot there as Newcastle. Joel Linton giving the ball away in the middle of the park. It was pressed, and Mitoma finding Ferguson. But Talbot just comes back, covering for his centre back, and Joel Linton is off, Longstaff is on, a little bit more legs. Wilson is coming on as well for Newcastle. 2 changes to change things around and try and get back into this game. Trying to get back into the game. So Newcastle trying to go long. They've tried to play out from the back, and you can tell they're struggling. So now they're trying to go long. The ball finds Bruno Guimaraes. He plays it across the pitch to Bones. This is Isaac on the ball, dropping deep. He tries to take on his man. He did that. He's got quick feet. He tries to put it into the box. It's blocked, and there's a corner to Newcastle. We've played 58 minutes. Newcastle pushing a little bit, trying to get back into this game. We know Everton, Brighton are going to get chances because Newcastle are really, pushing, throwing men, trying to get back into this game. And in the Premier League, the first goal is always key. So if you have the first goal, you can relax, set up in a way where you can play on the counter. Corner to Newcastle. Can they get back to the game? Burns is being picked up by Stupidian, which is a mismatch. The ball comes in. They're looking for Burns at the edge of the post, and the ball is punched out by the keeper. And it's gone now by... The keeper, did he touch it? The keeper actually missed it. And it was, what's his name? Ooh, Newcastle winning it high, but they win the ball back. Ref is giving a free kick to Newcastle. Or is it to Brighton? I think it's to Newcastle, actually. Ansu Fati is on the bench. I don't think he's playing. No, he's not good. He's not ready to play. Yes, he's not going to be playing. He's on the bench. He's sitting on the bench, but he's not playing. He scored. This is Brighton trying to press again. You can see the press. Mitoma. They've given the ball away. I said it. That's a bad pass. That's Brighton. Newcastle looked, but anytime Newcastle break those lines, The passing has not been right. It's been shocking. And that's what you should do when you break the lines. You have to keep possession of the ball and pass it properly. Don't if you keep giving it away, the ball will keep coming back. Good play there from this is beautiful play there from Brighton. He keeps running, he keeps going. And Newcastle he breaks now. Newcastle gets on the ball. Good pass, finds Isiak one-on-one. He's got Webster. He's going to run inside Webster. Into his hand, turns Webster, but Webster. No, Van Beer something. Van Beeback. Van Ecka is his name. I think his name is Van Ecka. Good defending from the Brighton man. He stuck to his task. Didn't dive in. And Isiak is goes quick feet and he did really well. Brighton defend corner to Newcastle. Newcastle were playing in all green, white pants, white socks. Brighton playing in blue stripes. The ball comes into the box. The keeper flaps at it. It's flicked as everything as Brighton clears it. I think it was what's his name? Jao. Gilmore there tries to ruffles up. I think Gilmore was just a little bit. Gilmore was just a little bit. What do you call it? Eager to get the ball there as bright as Newcastle get the ball again, picked up by Bruno Gomares. Tomorrow, the big one, Arsenal, Manchester United. Tomorrow, look out for all our content dropping, the Premier League show, the football show, the football show dropping on Monday. We're gonna be looking at the review, looking back on the weekend's game, and then we're going to be looking forward to all the internationals next week. Then the podcast, Footy Mad podcast, is going to be dropping very soon. That should be dropping, looking at the Premier League during this international break. Looking at the first 4 games, other issues, looking at boxing as well. We're going to be looking at loads more stuff on the podcast, Footy Mad. But majority will be talking about football. Looking forward to the international break. So that should be dropping on Friday, probably. And ciao. Newcastle they're really struggling to get out. Pope with a long kick. He played 63 minutes already. And I think they both play the same way. It's just a case of who can do it better. Who can do it better? That's my opera voice. Yeah. Gomares plays it wide. You can see Isaac is pulling wide since Wilson is in the box now. Isaac comes inside. He plays a 1-2 with somebody losing possession. And Solimatch is very, very good. He's been very good, to be honest. This is Jao, what's his name? That pass was poor. And it's cleared there by... Oh, Brighton getting the ball. This is a chance for Brighton again. They win the ball back really well, Brighton. Solimash on the ball. They're passing in. Brighton, they get the ball they win the ball really high, but in your own half of the pitch and you're in trouble. It's going to be difficult to play them. But one thing about Brighton is like whether you like them, whether your team plays against them, anytime your team plays against them, you're going to enjoy it. You're almost losing possession, but it gets 1-2 and this is Brighton. Is going to hit it, looking for that corner, and it's a goal. It's Ewan Ferguson again with the second goal. The Irish, Ewan Ferguson with the second goal is the Irish hot potato, and he just wraps his leg around it. That boy, they said he's a talent. Gonna replace Harry Kane. I've not seen enough of him, but so far he's been a talent. He's got his second goal, and he's all they deserved, to be honest. He's a bad boy, just got the ball outside the box, pick his spot, 27 minutes. He's got a second goal, and he's 27 and 67. He's got 2 goals, and that boy is a finisher. That's a 27 and 67. That is a striker's goal. You can tell. I've been saying stuff about him before, but now I think I do agree on him now. I think I do agree with him now. So somebody said I should keep the chat respectful. Yeah, man. We always do that on this channel. We don't swear, but sometimes we do get a little bit overzealous. But thank you for the comment anyway. Really appreciate it. Make sure you smash the like. And Brighton are 2 goals up. Let's just put those goals in. Brighton are 2 goals up. They lead by 2 goals now. And I think Brighton will win this game as Newcastle come forward. They have a chance on the left hand side. They push it across. Nobody in the box. A chance, and that was a big chance for Brighton. That was Gordon at the far post, and he couldn't pick his spot there. Brighton, living dangerously there. Newcastle almost getting a goal back, and Ferguson grabbing 2 goals. This is the first time I'm actually watching him play. I think there's been a lot of talk about him, and this is the first time I'm watching him like properly, and I've been impressed. Although I didn't watch the game from the I didn't watch the whole game, but I missed it for like the first half. But so far, that boy has been on fire. Grabbing 2 goals, and Newcastle, they go struggle now, to be honest. I think Newcastle, they're missing Botman at the back with that pace, and when you make changes to your team, sometimes it could be one player, and it makes a big difference in the way the center backs cover each other, the way you set up. Because you got a little bit more pace at the back. Your center backs can push up, and they can recover. They can come and close people and win the ball aggressively in midfield. And I think Newcastle are missing Botman, to be honest. So yeah, but that's what you have. A 25-man squad. Beautiful play from the Brighton goalkeeper. Brighton, they're taking a lot of risk. They beat the press again, and you can see this is Brighton again. Attacking through Jao. I can't remember his name now. That was a poor touch from him. Jao. What's his name? Jao. I remember. Beautiful play. I think Brighton are just tossing everyone. Ferguson again on the ball. He moves through the ball. He passes it to Mitoma on the left hand side. They're just tossing with Newcastle. Yeah, man. They're just playing with Newcastle. Brighton are a really, really good team, man. They're really, really good. They will piss you off the way they play. Pardon my French, man. If that was, but they're a good team. They're a very good team. I see how they do when they start playing in the what do you call it? When they start playing in the Europa League, and they will piss you off. Jao Paulo. Okay, Jao. What's his name again? JP. Why did they put JP there? I don't know. The number 9. So he's not even a striker. He's playing as a number 10. He's playing behind Ferguson. And Brighton goes again. They go again. They pass it around. They're so comfortable on the ball. You find it very difficult to win the ball off them, and they win that ball really high. After you play 69 minutes, they come again. Mitoma running past people. Beautiful play from Brighton, and it's another goal. And then when Ferguson gets his hat trick, he gets his hat trick, man. The young. Yeah, now I believe now. Before I was thinking, what's all the hype about him? But this is the first time I'm actually watching him for the first time. And he's just tore Newcastle apart, really, to be honest. He's got his third goal and he's got an hat trick after 70 minutes. And I think I'm a believer now. Because there's been a lot of hype about him, and this boy is on fire, man. He just ran Newcastle ragged, man. You know, the way they win the ball high. And Brighton has got another goal and they lead by 3-0. And this is a bad defeat for Newcastle. That's his second defeat. Now, it took a deflection of somebody. Second defeat to Newcastle. I think that's 3 defeats in a row now because they lost to City, lost to Liverpool, and now losing to Brighton. And I think Newcastle they have big mountain to climb in this game, and I think I think Brighton has deserved it. I think from the kickoff you can tell Brighton were looking for a reaction. This is Isiak. He comes inside. Can he bend it around? He's straight. Oh, he's lost the ball again, and Brighton are just picking them off. Brighton are just picking them off now. So there's I've been 3 players with hat tricks today. You got Son against Tottenham, Burnley. João Pedro's been fouled there. JP, okay, JP. That's what JP stands for, João Pedro. And you've got Sonny getting an hat trick there, and I think Haaland got an hat trick as well in the Fulham City game. And Ferguson he's got his hat trick as well. So yeah, that's what's up, man. This is the first time I'm watching him play because there's been a lot. I've been hearing people talking about him. I see highlights on BBC, but today I think if scoring goals is not easy. If you know where the back of the net is, simple. But he's doing it at the top level, at the Premier League level. And Newcastle are struggling. They're struggling with the way Brighton are playing. So Newcastle have to be careful. This could be 4 or 5-0. Bloody hell. Look at Matoma there. What the hell is he doing? That was sick, man. He almost pulled it off. But, Newcastle have to at least try and get a goal there. That one is going out for a goal kick. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, share. This is the 6-yard box, and we've got about 70 plus subscribers. We want to get to 80. So if you're new, please smash the likes, and you're welcome to the club. Really, to be honest, we got more games tomorrow. The big one, Isak is coming off. I think Eddie Howe is just throwing in the towel. He's taking off Isak. And he's taking off another player. He's bringing on Lascelles for Talbot, and Isiak is taking Isiak off as he's bringing on Barnes. So you can tell I think he's just trying everything now just to stop the assault from Newcastle, from Brighton. This is Gordon. This is a shock result, man. I knew it was going to be tough for Newcastle, but I didn't think they were going to be blown apart after 75 minutes. But this is football. This is football, man. You guys, if you switch off, you're in trouble. Beautiful play there from Wilson. He flicks the ball around the corner. He's waiting for a return, but the return is not coming. Newcastle, can they pull a goal back? Oh, Barnes is trying to pass the ball into the back of the net. Newcastle winning again now. This is... this is Newcastle. A chance Longstaff. He tries to play 1-2 with Wilson, but Wilson was on a different radar there as the Brighton player from the back again. This could be this could be 5 if Newcastle isn't they are not careful. This could be 5-0 as Brighton come again. As a foul by Bones, it's going to be booked for them. It's not the same thing, they're missing Botman at the back, so that pace, aggressiveness to come out and win the ball high up the pitch is is a bit, but all credit, Bones has been playing left back for Newcastle before he was moved into centre back, so it's going to take a little bit of adjustment as well. But I don't think he's got that pace, the way Newcastle wants to play. Tariq Lamptey coming on for number 11. I don't know who that is, and they're making another change as well for Gilmore, and João Pedro is coming off, and he's going to be coming on for Gilmore, and he's coming on for what's his name actually? He's coming on for Lamptey, and João Pedro coming on for João Pereira. Is it João Pereira? I don't know where they got it. No, sorry, Dawood. It's coming on for Dawood. I don't know what happened there, but I got that substitutions wrong. But Brighton, I think they're in a nicely good position to win this game. I can't see them losing. Can't see them throwing it away because they're very, very good as well. Newcastle's defensive record is very good as well. But it just takes one player for you to have one injury and then you're in trouble. And that's what I always say, Newcastle trying to get themselves back into this game. The ball finds Almiron back to Trippier. Trippier goes all the way back to Lascelles. Sells to Bones. And Newcastle, they're just trying to, as Brighton go and press again. Ferguson wins it, Brighton wins it. The referee says play on. There's players rolling on the floor, and that's going to be a free kick. Trippier is waiting. He's waiting for a free kick. There's 2 Brighton players on the floor. There's Trippier and Ferguson. And I've been impressed by Ferguson definitely today. I really wanted to watch him play because there's been a lot of talk about, I see highlights of him, but today you can tell, man, the guy is a finisher, man, especially from outside the box. He strikes the ball really, really well. So yeah, it's gonna be another one. If Brighton are gonna sell, when they're gonna sell, you're looking at, I don't know, 100 plus probably, to be honest. But it's still developing anyway, so. So is Brighton leading 3-0? This is a big, big result for Brighton. I think Newcastle are gonna be they're not gonna be happy with this result, that's for sure. That's 3 losses on the bounce. I think Eddie Howe will be, there's gonna be a lot of fans, there's gonna be a lot of fans talking as normal, but I think he's still doing a great job, though, at Newcastle. I think Newcastle trying to go and press. Ferguson beats the press. He tries to play around. Beautiful play as they just play the ball out. This is Dawood. I remember him. He used to play for Dortmund in the German league. I remember him. Yeah, I didn't know he was a center. It was a defensive midfielder. Maybe he's just playing as those box-to-box midfielder. And it's just Brighton fans are just having a nice day in the sun as Newcastle is just tossing, just messing about with the ball. So yeah. We've played 80 minutes as Newcastle they are looking at a defeat. Brighton making two more changes. Couple of ex-Liverpool players, so the match going off. James Milner coming on as well, and also Owen Ferguson is coming off. The boy has had a cracking game, to be honest. Banged an hat trick, and yeah, he's been something else. He's finishing. He's a good finisher. He's a very, very good finisher, man. So we have James Milner coming on, and what's his name? What's the other guy's name? I can't remember his name. He used to be at Liverpool as well. Oh. Yeah, Brighton just shows like you don't have to spend the bag to get players. You just have to have a good scouting network, and I think the clubs, most of the clubs in the Premier League, should be able to do that. Because you have the money, got the resources to be able to. The world is a big place. You go and look for expensive players, and you can see Brighton winning the ball again. And this is Newcastle. This is Brighton again. They want to make it 4. And yeah, so you can go and look, say your what do you call it? Set up your scouting networks around the globe and go and find players. The players around, man, and that's what they're doing. And they have a manager that play the kind of football that you want to play. They're not trying to do. They've got vision on the way they want to play their football, and they've just. So it's like a framework, and everything just fits into it. You don't have to go and bring a manager that won't fit into the profile. This is Newcastle. This is Brighton again. He pulls it backwards, but Newcastle just about got away with it. That was a tackle on Lamptey, a tackle on Bruno Guimaraes, and look at that pace. 1-2, he's gone. Lamptey is gone. He's got the pace there. He's gone. His end product has the problem. When he gets there, can he find the pass? Nah, man, he didn't need to check back for me. You can just play the first time. But yeah. Newcastle have to. It's good that in break, the international break is coming. They can go recuperate as Brighton win it again. Newcastle have struggled of playing out of the back, man. Anybody playing Brighton now, that's going to be your problem. Playing out from the back, they're going to have loads of joy as they just relentless, man. They've all got the same kind of characteristics, the players, and they just press you all over the show. And they put you under a lot of pressure. And you're going to be in for a game, man. Serious. So, yeah. If you're new, please subscribe, like, share. Subscribe, like, share. Ball goes long as Newcastle tries to find Almiron, but it's never going to go there. That's Gordon, actually. It's never going to go there. So Newcastle, they had to go long there because they can see there's nowhere to go. Brighton setting a bit of press and Eddie Howe. Yeah, he's just gonna have to find a solution. That's the way to stop the rot. Especially this is 3 games. I don't know who they're playing next. 3 defeats on the bounce, and Ball goes up and Estupiñán in there. But it's still early days here, to be honest. So it's a case of just trying. I think the international break is good for Newcastle. They can just go and they can go and the players will go away on international break and get a little bit of a fresh out, take their mind off club football and then come back refreshed, hopefully. So Brighton's next games Manchester United, Bournemouth, Villa, Liverpool, and Man City. So they got tough games there, but they could win those games, man. Easy. You can tell Newcastle now they've given up on this game. That's a foul. Somebody's gonna get booked there, and James Milner. We've got we got 5 more minutes left. Just over 4 minutes. Got about 4 minutes left to play. There's gonna be maybe a couple of minutes of extra time, injury time. Free kick and Newcastle get a goal, and at least save. Give the traveling fans a goal. They must have traveled a long way from Newcastle to Brighton. That's from one end of the country to the other. The ball comes into the box, and the foul was a free header. But the keeper was easy for the keeper. It was easy for the keeper. There was no power in the header as well. Yeah, like I was saying, it will give the fans must have traveled a long way. It's going to be a long travel back from Brighton to Newcastle. So the fans, if I was a fan, if I was a Newcastle fan, I'll just got my laptop, my headphones on, and get a nice film on Netflix to watch, because it's going to be a long way, and everything is going to be all the channels you look at, everything is going to be all about football. So the best way is just for you to just get your mind away from it. But I think they'll bounce back, though. They'll bounce back. The football, Brighton was just better at everything they did today. They were better at closing down. They were better at, in transition. They passed the ball a lot better as well. The counter press when they lose the ball, the way they pressed was better as well. They were just better at everything. Newcastle were struggling, and they're making a change. And what's his name? Pascal Gross is coming off for Brighton. And coming on for Brighton is Simon something. Couldn't say his name. Simon, I think he's played before for them. Pascal Gross is coming off, and Simon Adingra. I can't see it. So yeah, free kick to Brighton. There's a high line there from Brighton. Free kick to Newcastle. There's a high line there, and they put that ball into that area. It's been flicked on. A chance there for Wilson, but Wilson couldn't get at the end of it. That's the pass. The PDF finds Mitoma. Mitoma comes inside. Ooh. Brighton are just toying with them now. We've played it in 9 minutes. I think the Newcastle players are just waiting for the final whistle right now, to be honest. They are waiting for that final whistle, as you can tell. they've been outplayed. They're just looking forward to going home now, to be honest. And I think that's the Premier League for you. You have to be on it 200%. It happens anyway. So, but Brighton can do this to anybody. I don't care who you are, but maybe apart from maybe City, but they can do this to anybody, man. I remember last season they beat Liverpool 3-0 or 3-1. They beat Chelsea 4 something. Or was it 3 as well? You know. So they can do this. They can hand your backside to you if you're not careful. If you're not on the money, man. So I'm looking forward to Tottenham playing them as well. It's going to be one hell of a game. But they're going to cause Tottenham a lot of problems, man. It's because if they press high, Tottenham's passing has to be very, very accurate, man. That's the ball for Stupidian. He tries to click it for... That was offside. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, share. This is the 6-yard box. This is where the watch along is. If you want to watch, this is the home of watch alongs, man. Trust me. Less football, more football, less banter. That's the logo. That's what we do. We talk football, and it's should be interesting. So tomorrow, after the Manchester United game tomorrow, we're gonna have a commentary box where there's a phone in. If you want to come in and have a chat tomorrow, we're gonna be doing that tomorrow after about 30 minutes tomorrow after the final whistle in the last game of the week of this. A chance there, and it's a beautiful goal from Wilson, pulling a goal back. Beautiful goal from Wilson. And that is the 92nd minute. Beautiful goal from Wilson. Took his goal really well. And Callum Wilson giving Newcastle a little bit of a light. And it was a good goal as well. A good goal. 92nd minute. And he took his goal really well. But they've been outplayed by Brighton. But that's a consolation. Just put that and just give goal to Newcastle. That goal was consolation. I just got a feeling that Newcastle, I think they gave it, the players dropped their heads, dropped after the second goal. And Newcastle get onto the ball. Can he win it? Sean Longstaff plays it over the top. Fine. Gordon. Can Newcastle get another goal? Although we've got 4 minutes left. We've played 33 minutes, extra time of 7 minutes. Newcastle can get one more goal, then it will be interesting. This is Newcastle long. The coming side. This is Bruno Guimaraes losing the ball. He's got a free kick though. No, I think that's Bonds. Ashley Bonds. No, Ashley Bonds, sorry. Can't remember his name anyway, but his name is Bonds. Veltman with a foul there. Newcastle train everybody. Can they get a goal? As Lascelles and Shaw go up, that's for this free kick. It's a very high line from Brighton. And that kick has to be perfect. Ball comes in. It's been flicked on. Bruno Guimaraes. Newcastle trying to retain the ball. Ball comes out into the box. It is flicked on there. He's looking for the ball. On the farm. That's pulling. I think it was a stupid. That was stupid. That was right in front of the referee. Dawood is booked. I think for back chatting the referee or something. But I think the referees are a bit too quick to be booked to book players. You can't stop. They say they want to stop players talking back or whatever, all that kind of stuff. But you can't stop it overnight though. It's gonna take time. So you're gonna be booking a lot of players. think Shah looks okay, although he's limping. And we've played 95 minutes on the clock. And it's still Brighton leading. He's Lamptey there on the ball on the right hand side. He's being tackled by as Brighton got the ball, go the way back. I think Brighton are just keeping the ball, waiting for the final whistle. Dawood there. The Lana on the ball. It's offside. And it is 95 minutes played. 96 minutes. Evan Ferguson. Evan Ferguson. 3 goals. He's got 4 shots on target, 3 goals. And it was a good performance from him today. I think the first time I'm watching him, really impressed. Let's pick the man of the match. I think there's only one person that's going to be the man of the match, to be honest. And that is our young lad. A chance there for Newcastle, for Brighton to make it. Comes into the box. And Dawood. I think it was Mitoma there, missing at the far post. And somebody has been booked there. I think it was Longstaff and Lailana. They're back chatting to each other, but the referee is giving somebody a yellow card. But I think that's the end of the game. We're playing a couple of seconds. It's 97 minutes and a couple of seconds over time. And the referee is going to blow his whistle. Newcastle well deserved to be beaten today. They didn't, I think they just lost out in everything they were trying to do. And Trippier plays it high. The ball is flipped back to the keeper. And the keeper is holding on to it for Brighton. And I think Brighton, and that's the final whistle. Evan Ferguson is the man of the match, grabbing a hat trick. And I think it's all they deserve, to be honest. And that was very, very good from Brighton. And it was they after they lost last week to West Ham, they had to make a statement today. And Newcastle were just outplayed from the beginning. First half, Ferguson goal is that trick. Right foot. I think it was right foot, both right foots. I think I didn't see the first one. So yeah, the young lad is. I really wanted to watch him play, and this is the first time I'm seeing him live. Not live, but like watching him live on TV. And I was impressed. And yeah, the Zabi has got a reaction from his players, and that's all well deserved. As Newcastle go away with the victory, I'll go away with a loss as Brighton beat them by 3-1. Wilson with a consolation goal. But 3 defeats now for Newcastle. The international break is good for them. They'll go and access what the problem is. I think it's just a bit of injury. I think the injury to Boltman affected Newcastle, but today the press was like they were struggling to get out their press, get their passing game going. There was a couple of times they just giving the ball away, even after beating that press. And Brighton just did, they did stuff better. They were quicker, they were sharper, winning second ball. They win the ball high up, they just You know, they're just a good team. You know, Brighton, a very good team. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, like I said, please subscribe, like, share. Really appreciate every single comment. Newcastle fan, if you're a Newcastle fan, let me know what's going on. Personally, I don't think there's anything going on. I think they're just going through a period whereby teams are going to lose. They're going to go through bad periods in the season, and it's all about just trying to bounce back quickly as possible. And I know Eddie has to get that from his players in the after the international break. So yeah, international breaks coming up. We're going to be doing some games over international breaks as well. African Nations Cup qualifiers. We're going to be watching that as well. So yeah, looking forward to that, to be honest. And then we're back again for the weekend for the Premier League games after the international break. So it is good. Thank you very much, everyone, watching. If you have problems watching, you're freezing and all that kind of stuff, I think we're trying to fix that as soon as possible. We're going to get that fixed. And, please just bear with us. And we're back tomorrow again for the Manchester United, Manchester United, the big game of the weekend. That one is at 4:30. I think it's 4 o'clock or 4:30 kickoff. So I'll see you then. Thank you for watching. Look out for all our content, the football show, Premier League review, where we look at all the games over the weekend. That's coming on Monday. The podcast, Footy Mad Podcast, new season. I think this is episode 2. I think the new season that's going to be dropping over the international break. So look out for that as well. Thank you for watching. Make sure you stay safe. God bless. And I'll see you next time.